Here at Bolt Data, we have designed accelerators based on industry best practices, which improves time to value and can be customized to your organization's needs. These accelerators are provided as professional services with your Bolt Data engagement and are available as an installed Salesforce package. Our goal is to ultimately lower the cost and risk to close complex functionality gaps. The accelerator you will be previewing today will be about the depot repair process. Depot centers that handle an abundance of repair and return services on high value and complex assets are challenged with streamlining processes, tracking customer assets, and accurately invoicing for products and services. Commonly, depot centers use systems designed for manufacturing rather than purpose-built solutions designed to effectively manage depot service operations. Let's take a look at a common depot process in action. At the beginning of their day, medical professionals test out critical instruments before their patients arrive. On this day, they have noticed the equipment not working as intended. Therefore, they attempt to troubleshoot the issue as much as they can. Unable to rectify it, they immediately call XYZ Medical Services, which is the manufacturer's customer service department, to report the issue. Due to their service and maintenance agreement, they will need to return the instrument to the depot to be assessed. In the meantime, the customer service agent advises the medical professionals that they will be able to send out a loaner while theirs is being worked on. Therefore, the depot center utilizes their service inventory as a loaner to the hospital. Once the defective equipment has been received at the depot, service engineers are able to complete the service and repair process, which may include sanitizing the equipment, inspecting and diagnosing the issue with the device, and determining next steps with either repairing it with new parts or replacing it with a new device. The equipment will then proceed to its final quality check and then prepared to be shipped back to the customer. Once the repaired equipment is received, the customer will then in turn ship back the loaner in order for it to go back to the depot's inventory. Last but not least, the appropriate invoicing and closure steps will take place based on any service agreements agreed upon. Now that we've gone through a typical depot process scenario, let's see how the Bolt Data Depot Repair Process Accelerator can help. We will begin the accelerator by looking at the inception of the work order creation process, which will automatically create a return record for the defective equipment. This will serve as a way of tracking the expected and actual equipment received at the depot. To further facilitate the return process from the customer to the depot, we have created a return document with an embedded barcode tied to the equipment. This will save time based off of the number of clicks to find the record in the system, as well as preventing any data entry errors from the receiving team. Knowing where your equipment is within the service and repair process is crucial. Therefore, we've created a work order lifecycle that illustrates the various stages of the service and repair process. It will include the steps taken in that particular stage or phase. And as the process continues, those statuses will automatically change to indicate what's happening next. Additionally, you'll be able to see who has handled each step in the process for full transparency. Also, within each of those stages, there are timestamps that are automatically being captured to identify the length of time taken for each. This will be helpful in defining or adjusting benchmarks for service level agreements with your existing and new customers. Furthermore, this will help in identifying any bottlenecks within the process to help determine whether additional system enhancements, capacity planning, or training may be needed. In addition to using barcodes when receiving equipment, another time-saving component for the depot is to use barcodes when scanning parts during estimating or for consumption purposes. Due to the number of parts generally used during the repair cycle, this will save many keystrokes and improve on data integrity. In the event your organization offers entitlements, such as manufacturing warranties, extended warranties, or service or maintenance contracts, you will be able to monitor the applicable pricing and discounts that may impact the overall invoicing process. Be sure to explore our other Accelerator pertaining to entitlement pricing and profitability for further details on how you can incorporate this value-added functionality into your organization. Lastly, due to regulatory and/or compliance requirements, or to the complex nature of the equipment, checklists may be required to capture specific data, measurements, or more. The use of a standard or equipment-specific checklist is useful for various parts of the process. Here's an example of one. Through our checklists, you'll have the capability of using our various question styles and/or dynamic checklist branching to achieve this. As a result, these documents are stored on the record for future use and/or audit purposes. Now that we've gone through some of the features behind the Accelerator, you may ask yourself, how is this going to benefit my organization? At this point, you've been able to see how the entire depot repair process lifecycle can be streamlined from the features exhibited in our Accelerator. Firstly, through tracking valuable equipment and maintaining visibility through the entire depot service and repair process, whether it be related to the defective equipment or any loaners or demos for your customers. Secondly, by automating manual processes to improve productivity, keep costs down, and eliminating manual errors with the use of barcode scanning and auto-creation of records. Thirdly, by keeping your customer service department as well as the customer informed and engaged with the use of automated status updates as the equipment travels through the service and repair process. Additionally, with the use of timestamps and tracking the names of the service professionals handling the equipment, you will be able to use these as benchmarks and measure the efficiency of the process for overall service levels. Lastly, by keeping the sales team aware of any upsell opportunities through the visibility to entitlements associated with work orders and the frequency of repairs being conducted against equipment. For more information about this Accelerator, as well as any other implementation support, feel free to contact us at the email provided, and we'll be more than happy to address any of your questions and needs.